No, I'm waiting at the time anyway,
No, he don't need a lifeline. He said we'll have a depression if I release the election.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Looking for their first basket of the game. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Back to Morant. Shot to stop the run. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this.
Where the real men, where they go? Let's ask, well, like ain't nobody knows how the males disappear like we talking about a ghost.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
On the court.
I feel like the gates really came for I just see some jokers. Where are all the real Tim Allens of the world? It seems like all our heroes got replaced with some girls, and we don't really get the respect we deserve. And you know what is
And it's the Warriors with the ball. On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. George is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Goodrich, and it's
Right there, Mommy. They haven't changed it, Mom. It's still the same.
Here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. Deontay George out there with Miles McBride. And it's Goodrich in at the four-man spot.
Talk about finishing with power. MP showing the rim no mercy there.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, PA, the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Oklahoma City was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. He He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And the three-pointer goes.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
For Sacramento, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. George outside. The 3 is up.
Here's George. Nothing on the board. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their hands.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot win.
Everlasting. It's that holy dunk out here feeling like a baptism. This a rebirth for the people who are captive. This an exorcism for the demons that attach to you. This ain't just a song. This is more like salvation. This is God's playlist, but no one's repping Satan. This is like a movement that's going.
And so in the game for the Kings, Deontay George out there with Miles McBride, and it's Jang in at the center position.
That holy trinity. This is more pure. This is something like divinity. This is training, like you ready for the ministry. We against everything, especially in the industry. This is for the people who like never wanna perish. Sounding like a pastor, but this is not a parish. This is for the ones who ain't going straight to hell.
Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelp?
It's a great question, BA, and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers. And the same thing goes as the when to help and when to stay home on shooting.
Taking a look at the Kings, Deontay George out there with Miles McBride, and it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there. Kind of like us here in the front.
Can't divide us, there's no